whenever you're going into a fight, at least what I do is I visualize kind of what's the best outcome, what's the worst outcome, everything in between, and a million variations. I think this was definitely the worst outcome. We're having a fun time getting the top panel off.
Oh my.
2 layers of 1/2 inch UHMW, and you guys came up through the billet. There's a hole in the billet.
So we were so worried about mangling these rails, and they stood up great.
Well, so that's
everything else.
That's the magic of Huuuuge. Is if you want me to go down, I'll go up. If you want me to go up, I'll go down.
Well, I thought you would run a short bar so you'd clear the sides and hit the axle.
We thought about it.
And
it's all options. We can do it based on
this is really impressive. No one's done this.
It's
This is crazy. Like, Witch Doctor didn't come close to doing that. Deep Six didn't do that. The billet's trash. I mean, look, this is 3/8 inch tie. It's just a potato chip. There's gashes in the sides. You know, the speed controller might actually be okay, but the power cable came out. I'm not sure why it totally stopped working, but the top of the robot was hanging off. That's not normally good. Holes everywhere. You know, everything's bent. Like, these are supposed to be right angles, and they're not. So partially that's probably why I wasn't driving right at the end of the fight. But you know, the huge guards worked well. I mean, look at it. Look, the pivot guard worked well. Like, the pivot's good. The mechanics of the weapon are good. The motors were all spinning at the end. The drive side is all good. And look at the drive. That's looking good. This side is fine. I kind of drove into them with the left a little bit too much. I got to get used to the increased speed, and after the billet gets a little tweaked, it's just really hard to control it. So, not how we wanted it to go, but hopefully it was at least an entertaining fight. We did do some damage to Huuuuge. We sheared off one of their 1-inch thick titanium poles. We almost teetered them onto that side. We got one of the 4 weapon belts, but it's just hard. Like we said, coming into the fight, it wasn't a great matchup, and unfortunately we were unable to capitalize on it. Sometimes that happens. It's a long season. Hopefully we can come back and make the playoffs and go on a deep run. Beat it next. I haven't had time to think of it. I'm really tired.
Alright, you guys are clear. There's a bunch of gouges out of our frame too, actually, it turns out.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Look at that. Where's the light bulb back?
There's a bunch of gouges in ours too.
I know, but this is all AR. Like,
Look at this.
gouge right there. Gouge right there. I mean,
I'm surprised you got your shaft clean off over here.
This is
man,
that's as bad as
clean right
Whiplash did
through
to us with the spinner. So like, and then the top plates had some too, but those are off.
Yeah, we weren't gonna get through those.
We double layered it.
Yeah.
Sorry. I love Shatter so much, also, and so that hurts. But right here.
Oh yeah.
These pulleys are like the most.
We got a
expensive
bill.
piece.
We got a bill.
And then look at the pole.
Come over here. Come over here. Look at
We would
this.
give it to you if we could find this. Yeah,
Wow.
Find it.
That is 1-inch titanium.
Last time anyone hit the pole, it was emulsifier 4 years ago at Motorama.
And for reference, Boss FC taking out the poles. So this is why the weapon stopped at the end. We lost this one early. This one, we tape in the connectors. These are, you know, like little cylindrical pins, but this one was loose when we took it out. So that's why the weapon stopped. Well, another issue that probably wasn't helping the weapon, the faceplate of the motor is attached to the gearbox, and the motor is no longer attached to the gearbox. And we clamp the motors in the frame here. It works well on the drive. You can see the clamp is far away from the gearbox, but here, just due to positioning, the gearbox is closer. The clamp isn't really helping as much in the overhung load. This is the second time we've had one of these new censored Castle 2028s come off. The old uncensored ones don't seem to have this issue, but something is up with the face plates on these new motors, and they keep breaking off.
So we're checking the flatness of our billet after our fight against Huge. We took some pretty heavy hits. This is to the back, and there are big gouges taken out of the sides too. Kind of concerned that we distorted our billet out of its flat shape. But if we run a level kind of along the back here, we can sort of see that most of the billet is actually still pretty flat. When you get to this area where we took the direct hit, there's a little bit of bowing here, and I think we can probably bend that into position. But this gives me some confidence because one of the changes we made to this season was we added this truss structure to the sides of our billet, which significantly increased its strength against flexing and against distortion. And I think if this wasn't here, if we were using last year's billet and we took this hit, we would see a lot more kind of distortion in this whole area. The fact that it's pretty much localized right to where the hit is a pretty good thing, and I think we can fix this. We could repair it and use this again.
Hello everyone, we're once again here at the site of the 2022 Piss River. But today we have joyous news. We are delivering a wonderful battle damage front titanium wedge to Huuuuge in commemoration of our Shatter versus Huuuuge fight, first of the season. Sadly, unfortunate loss for us, but tremendous win for them. And we're going to go deliver this trophy. You can see a lot of great damage here from Huuuuge. This used to be flat. This is a 0.4 inch thick grade 5 titanium, no longer flats. It was also bolted to a gigantic piece of aluminum. And yeah, so there's a lot of power in that weapon this season. But we're gonna go deliver it.
Oh my god.
We are here to present to you this trophy from our fight.
Oh my god. This is ridiculous. How thick is this?
It's about 0.4 inches, I think.
Oh my
grade
god.
5 tie.
Lovingly bent.
Yeah,
Unlovingly rebent.
yeah.
Well, thank you for this. We have the eye for you. It's not signed yet.
I think you earned this piece.
You
Oh,
were in that.
very
You
nice.
trimmed our eyebrow off. Yeah.
Very content.
So we can sign that.
Nice.
What an awesome piece. I really appreciate this. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, and thanks for a good fight.
It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. I hope you can fix the billet.
We think it might be repairable. It's a little bent,
Good.
a lot of chunks. It was still drivable, but not well.
Not
But
well.
we think we might be able to bend it back. We're swapping into the new frame, and then we'll see.
That's great. I
That's
really
awesome.
Yeah.
Cheers,
On
guys.
season. The very content eye. It's just happy now. You've fixed the angry.
Thank
yeah.
you so much. You're welcome. Bots FC and Shatter are brought to you by Prismeer, Metal Blade Records, Fly Sky, TMS Titanium, Max Amps Batteries, Koos Yachts, and viewers like you.